Hi-de-ho everyone, my name's Mr. Fruit and welcome back to another hashtag Ask Fruit. Now it's been quite some time since we've had another installment in this series, so I'm so glad to be back with all of you in this one-on-one kind of time. We get to talk to each other, get to know me a little more, and I get to answer some of your guys' questions. But what? Would you look at that? This episode is holiday themed. It's also probably, I believe it's coming out the day before Christmas, so perhaps some of you have already celebrated some of your holidays. If you're celebrating Christmas, well then Merry Christmas. But again, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa. I know growing up, the only people I was surrounded with celebrated Christmas, but I know that there's several different holidays people celebrate. Some people don't celebrate holidays at all. So regardless of what walk of holiday you might go with or celebrate or whatever, have a fantastic holiday. Stay safe. Remember what it's all about: love and friendship, family, happiness, being nice to each other. And with that said, let's get right into the questions. Now, I should note that I had to take the questions from Twitter because I didn't have enough time to make a video to get some of your comments. So these came from Twitter. But again, if you have any Ask Fruit questions, put them down below in this video and perhaps you'll make it into the next one. Remember, the more creative, the better. Not always the most nonsensical though, so it's a fine balance. Alright, we're gonna knock these ones out first because I have to go outside and it's freaking cold. I believe it's like 4 degrees or something right now, so as you can imagine, yeah, let's get into it. Eggnog 357, are you able to cut down a pine tree and turn it into your Christmas tree? If yes, do it. Why would you even doubt my skills? Don't I look like a lumberjack to you? It's like I said, let's freaking do it, let's go outside. Let's take this outside, though. See you there? We gotta make this fast because my balls are half past freezing, so there's a few problems. I mean, we have some big, nice, trunked trees, but those aren't pines. We got all these different trees to choose from, but they're not. Wait, do you see that? Oh, look at that beauty! Let's go. We'll get that one. Look up. Would you look at that? Oh, okay. I think that'll do. Somebody asked me how much snow we've gotten, and the only real way to tell is by this accurate measuring stick. 2 feet, maybe 3, give or take. A lot. Daniel wants to know, what do I plan to decorate my humble abode with? Well, Daniel, rather than tell you, why don't I show you? Shaboom. You like the festive? This thing is so itchy. So you see here, we got this, it looks like a woman's tee with this huge neck. We got a Christmas tree, obviously that I just got from outside. You just saw me totally ripped that out of the ground, fully decorated. It's kind of a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle, actually. We got a stocking, fruit bowl's already there. We got snowman and Frosty, or no, that's Santa and Frosty, and another Santa. And I guess, okay, listen, most of the decorations are at my parents', okay, so we're a little slack in here, but I got a Christmas hat. I just got this sweater. No, I just got this sweater. Here, let me show it to you. It's kind of awful, which is why I got it. Santa baby, but it has like an actual belt and buttons and stuff. I thought, yeah, I can't go without this. So, future ugly Christmas sweater things, got you covered. Thanks to this highly discounted sweater. I wonder why. Also, they were only extra larges, so I had to make do. For the holidays, of course. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. So that's all the decorations we have here. But I'm going to be spending most of the holidays not here, where we'll have a proper setup. I think. I don't actually know. Mixu82 wants to know, hey, well, who's your favorite reindeer? No, it's not Rudolph. What do I look like, some mainstream nerd? No, I'm a hipster, obviously. So I honestly have to either choose Blitzen or Comet simply on their names alone. Because just imagine that. Let's say your friend's like, yeah, me and my friend Blitzen are headed... What? Blitzen? What is he, a 7.5 foot Scandinavian giant that can crush you with his bare hands? Blitzen. Or Comet. Comet still don't, but okay, probably Blitzen. Tony Gata wants to know, do you want to build a snowman? No. Jade wants to know, do I like fruitcake? Funny story. My name might be Mr. Fruit, but I've actually never had fruitcake. So, to rectify the situation, I went out and got some fruitcake. Now, this looks disgusting, and I can smell it. It smells like paint thinner. This is probably the most, I mean, it probably doesn't help that I just got some random store-bought fruitcake. Perhaps a homemade would be better, but I've never heard good things about it, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of scared. Because apparently there's nuts in here too. I don't like nuts. So, Mazel tov, right? Oh, yeah, let's go. Wow. That has a kick. I now know why I've never had fruitcake, because no one in my family wanted to make fruitcake, because why would they? Because that was disgusting. Yes, I just said fruitcake was disgusting, but that is no fruit. That is something else. Dark Warlock 898. What is your favorite Christmas movie? A great question. There's some obvious, classics like the original Rudolph, the claymation. That's a great one. That, probably the first Santa Claus, or Elf. Elf's kind of like, I mean, come on, that's a fantastic movie. I hope you find your dad. What would be the perfect gift for that special someone? Asks Stephen Allen. Clearly, he's trying to woo somebody over for the holidays, and that's a great time to come together and merry matrimony. All right, maybe I jumped the gun a little bit. Just ask her out or something. Ask whoever out. So my advice to you would be your heart. That is the greatest gift of all. So look inside of yourself. Honestly, I can't tell you what the best gift is, because for me personally, when I look to get a gift, I want it to be personalized. People can always get this or that, but I think a gift speaks the most when it's something they're interested in, which is pretty obvious. But whoever you're thinking about, think of something perhaps you share in common, or something you know they really like, which it's kind of hard to get a gift for something for somebody in a region they really like that you don't know much about. Let's say this person X really liked Harry Potter, okay? And you've never seen the Harry Potter movies, none of that stuff, and you're like, oh, I'll get them this wand or something. But perhaps they already have every single book, the Blu-ray, all the collectibles, they have all the accessories, they cosplay, all this kind of stuff. So there's only so much you can do. So I guess the real advice would be a live animal, because nothing says I love you like take care of this, otherwise it will die. Just so we're clear, that's horrible advice. Never give somebody a live animal. They're not expecting it, okay? Please don't do that. It's awful. Had somebody do that for a White Christmas thing. Like, hey, here's a hermit crab, or like, here's a fish. And they're like, oh, that's so fun. I didn't ask for this. I didn't come to this white crab. I gave you like a $5 DVD, man. I'll trade you. What the heck? I gotta watch after this beta fish trying to eat my other fish? Dude, they are vicious. Gosh, they go at it. Nabil Al-Nashar, can you sing Carol of the Bells? Let's find out together. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away, Christmas is here, bringing a cheer to young and old, meek and the bold, ding dong ding dong, that is the song, with joyful ring, all caroling, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air, oh, how they pound, raising the sound, oh, Helen Dale, telling the tale, God in the ring, while people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here, merry, 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 merry Christmas, merry, 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 merry Christmas, on they send, on without end, their joyful tone to every home, ding dong ding dong, ding dong ding dong. Or we can go a little deeper. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing a cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, ding dong, that is the song with joyful ring. Oh, Caroline, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound. Oh, hill and dale, telling their tale. Golly, they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Whew. Is that good enough for you, Nabil? Hopefully. It's hard to do it without an instrumental going on. Maybe I'll add it in the back. Otherwise, it's just kind of silent and sad. It's Carol of the Bells, not Carol of the Bell. I need more bells. Cameroni asks, at what age did you find out Santa was, you know, not real? Cameroni, what are you on about? Because Santa is real. I know some people will try and tell you otherwise to be a Scrooge, but there is one thing I know in life, and it is that Santa Claus is very real, and I can prove it. See, we search, is Santa real? What's going on? I don't know what that noise was. Oh, but look how magical this website is. Stardust follows you. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so let's see here. If you don't believe him, here are 9 proofs to prove that they are, well, he's true. Mrs. Claus would be mad. Exactly, because she would be a widower to a non-existent man. That would be embarrassing. If you can feel him, then he must be real. And they don't mean tangibly. In your heart, that warm, fuzzy feeling you feel right now, that's either indigestion from the fruitcake, or that's Santa Claus. Could go either way, honestly. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. I guess Virginia is a state of non-believers, not sure what's going on there. Christmas costs too much without Santa, exactly. How would marketing ever work? And with consumerism? You think people have enough money to just throw it around like that? No, the only way it's possible is with Santas. Elves, geez. Do you have a couple thousand to drop every Christmas? No, neither do your parents. Neither do I. Okay, because Santa and his blessing. Occam's, I don't actually know how to say that, razor, but it's this fallacy or this philosophical, psychological, I don't know. It's the belief that there's a problem or something, right? And there's 2 explanations to it. Usually the most believable or the most right answer is the simplest. And in this case, it's simpler to say yes, Santa is real, than no, Santa isn't. And that's because there is no Santa greater than, no, wait, no, that's not. Oh, it's because you can't prove Santa doesn't exist. Yeah, raise that. As well as just believe and ask Santa yourself, yeah. Ask him right now. Send him an email. Like, Santa, do you exist? And guess what? He'd be like, ho, ho, ho! Of course I do. Call for you. Titan Smashing also asks if Santa's real. I just answered your doubts, so don't worry. He's very much real. As well as, how do reindeer fly? Well, they fly with biodegradable fuel that makes sure the ecosystem is perfectly fine, as well as operates at optimal peaks so that they can hit the right amount of speed, the right amount of time so that they can fly. And that's it, really. It has to do with the wind velocity hitting the antlers, going underneath it like a turbine. I'm making half of this up, but I didn't go to Santa school. What do you want? Okay, I'm just a junior elf with an oversized, very itchy cotton freaking. Space Magic Johnson wants to know if we can meet. Dang it! If we can meet under the mistletoe. Oh, I thought you'd never ask. You're gonna have to get. I don't have a mistletoe though, so that's on you. Luciano Solorio. I'm going to Mexico as vacation for Christmas. Which country would you go to if you had vacation, and why? Well, fun fact, Luciano, at the start of the new year, right after New Year's, actually, I think I'm flying New Year's Eve or something. Anyway, I'm headed to Mexico. It's going to be my first vacation in a while. I'll be there for a few days. I'm excited. First time to Mexico. Now, that was already a predetermined trip. If I could go anywhere, I'd probably have to go to either Japan. I've always loved the culture and been interested and wanted to go since I was a little kid. Or some of the European countries. I know I've been, but, you know, stuff like Iceland or something. Just the splendid beauty they have to offer. I think that'd be dope. Also, I could see castles. I love me some castles. I'd like to think I was born in the wrong era. I'm more of a feudalism kind of guy, you know what I mean? Shintaro lets me know that he loves his content. Thank you, I love you. Question, do you have a certain food recipe that you only make during the holiday season? I think the short answer is no. I don't really think so. We never cooked a lot. My mother never really liked to cook, and neither did my father, so we never did a whole bunch of cooking. And as far as recipes that wouldn't be taken from the internet, no. We have a lot of cookbooks and recipes from like my grandma and all of them back in the South that have some cool recipes, but I don't think anything we cook during this specific holiday we wouldn't cook otherwise. There's this really good mac and cheese we always have. Oh, my aunt makes it. It is just, woo! That's good, but it's not specific to the holiday, so don't. No, I can't. No, I guess not really. Muju wants to know, what does Mr. Fruit like to eat during the holidays? A special fruit-themed dinner is what I imagine. You would be right. Kind of. Not really. Okay, so Christmas Eve, we have a big dinner, and that's kind of our big holiday dinner. It hosts a lot of the same food as Thanksgiving does. We have like a honey-baked ham and all this kind of stuff. Some of that good mac and cheese, some green beans, some rolls, mashed potatoes, all that kind of stuff. And what is dessert? I don't know what dessert is. But sometimes if we're feeling frisky, we'll pop out that sparkling apple cider. Sometimes some sweet tea. But overall, that's the big dinner. Like I just mentioned, we never cooked a whole bunch. So there was never a lot of big dinners and stuff. But during the holidays, I don't know that I have a specific food that I look forward to the most. For either Thanksgiving or Christmas, actually. Like Thanksgiving, there's all that stuff like cranberry sauce. I don't like that. Stuffing. I don't know how anyone likes stuffing. I know a lot of people are crazy about it. Never been a big fan of stuffing or like sweet potato souffle. A lot of stuff, actually. I guess I'm pretty picky. So, crucify me, but hey. Moose would like to know, if I could work at the North Pole, which job would I want to do? Now, hear me out here. I'm sure there's a lot of great jobs at the North Pole that I could choose, but I would work in a sweatshop. And I know what you're thinking about sweatshop. I mean, let's be honest, how else do those elves get all that stuff cranking out? Maybe it's great work conditions, but I'm sure it's pretty hot in that workshop, which is specifically why I'd work there. You know how cold it is up in the North Pole? I know with like global warming and everything, all the guys' caps are like, woo! But that's not the important part. The important part is I'd work in the workshop because I'd stay warm. That's what I wanted to do. I was going to say keep the fire warm. That means I got to go out and get tinder, which means I got to go out in the cold. No thanks. I'll make the toys. Matt Adler wants to know if I've gotten any Christmas gifts you had to pretend you liked. That's like asking if the sky is blue. I think we have all experienced at one point or another a Christmas gift that we weren't always so excited about, or something we're like, oh yeah, thank you. And not because you still might be grateful, and I think we should be with really any present, because somebody is still giving their time, money, or effort, or whatever to get us a gift. And so I think you should be gracious, but it's not always easy to be like, oh, thank you, grandmother, for this. I don't even know. My grandmother's never really given me a bad gift, so that's a bad example. I guess it would be if I ever like, oh, thank you for this fruitcake. Something like that. Zeptil wants to know, how much eggnog can you drink? I've never been one big on eggnog, but I got some here. It is vanilla spice. Ooh, that sounds nice. I think I've had vanilla spice before and liked it, but I'm only gonna draw out just a little bit, because the thing with eggnog is it is very rich. I don't know if some of you have had it, but mazel tov. The thing is, I've never had alcoholic eggnog. I mentioned it before, I don't like alcoholic drinks, so I don't know if it makes it more manageable or thinner, but it's a very thick and very rich drink. And so, it's one of the only drinks I do it, but you have to take very small sips and really just kind of try and determine what kind of it takes, because it's a lot to take in, so you just... Yeah. You swish it around a little bit, and then you keep going. It's actually a lot better than I remember. I just know I can't drink very much. If I drink too much, I start to feel a little ill, a little under the weather. The Grinch attacks me, that's it, and ruins my holiday spirits all up in here. And by that, I mean, I get an upset tummy. So, I don't drink but I don't drink much eggnog. And I know, through all these questions, like, do you even celebrate a holiday? Like, you only have like one meal. You don't have any recipes. You don't cook anything. You don't like holiday food. You don't like holiday drinks. What do you like? I like the season, okay? I like the feeling. I like the spirit everybody has. I like the songs. I love Christmas songs. I love all that stuff. So, while I don't partake in all of the food and stuff, that doesn't mean I don't enjoy a holiday in my own way, okay? So quit judging me. Nye Hughes says, I love what you do. Thank you very much, Nye. Do you have any of your own traditions on Christmas Day? If so, what are they? So I already mentioned we have the Christmas Eve dinner. Then as far as Christmas traditions, not so much anymore. But when I was a child, the way it would work is I would get up along with my 2 other brothers usually. I have 4 of them, but the rest aren't always there for Christmas. So the 3 of us would always get up 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., go look at the presents under the tree, and then try and guess whose is who, because my parents would put the labels on them, but never say to who they were. They always put like code names. So we're like, oh, who is this? We'll never know. So that way we couldn't know immediately, and so we'd like kind of like rustle the boxes or like see the biggest ones, like, whoa, look at that, I bet that's mine. So we'd spend a little bit of time doing that, and then always, I believe it's TBS or something, they have, oh, how did I not mention this on one of my favorite Christmas, well, A Christmas Story plays 24/7 on that channel, at least it used to. And yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure. Gonna shoot your eye out, kid. People always said when I was younger I looked like the kid in that movie. Anyway, point is, we would watch that until the movie ended. Then we would go wake up our parents, which is usually like 6:30 a.m. And then we would open gifts about 7 once they finally got out of bed. We'd open presents. And then we would chill out for a little bit. And then this one started a little bit later. But what we do is we go to the movie theater. And then we see a doubleheader, usually. We see 2 movies at a time. And we usually go to a theater nowadays, too, where you have like that dining experience thing. So you get tickets beforehand, you get like nice seats, you get food delivered and stuff. So like either lunch or dinner would be that. And then leftovers are whichever one we didn't eat at the movies. And I know some people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you like help endorse those jobs, like they're having to work on the holidays. And yes, I know that sucks. Some of them choose to be there for money reasons, or they don't have a family to celebrate with, which is unfortunate. And I know it sucks that people have to work on the holiday, and I'm just perpetuating that. But it's a tradition, and it's a lot of fun. And there's always some good movies. Like this year, Passengers, we're going to be seeing that one. Super excited. Joe Arnold asks, if I had to describe my 2016, the year, in one word, what would it be? It's hard to put it all into one word. I put a little bit of thought into it, but I think I would have to use the word challenging? Which might not be the best word because it sounds like a bad year, perhaps. But not a bad year. It was a great year, in fact. I was going to say something like blessed or something. I don't know. It's hard to say, but challenging in the fact that this year was even busier than the last, especially with YouTube. And I'm always trying to push myself to do better or to do different content, to do more content, whatever the stakes are, as well as traveling a whole bunch. I traveled even more this year doing different odds and ends and events and whatnot. So it was a lot of work. So it's challenging in the sense that I always have to keep myself motivated and moving forward. And so for that, it makes me feel good. You know, I like self-evaluating and feeling like I'm pushing myself and constantly evolving or bettering myself. And I feel like that's what this year's been, challenging. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing 2016 has been challenging, and we'll see what 2017 has in store, hopefully even better things. In another year in review, OG Brian wants to know, what do I think of 2016's set of dank memes? Love your videos. Thank you very much, and I don't think 2016 was lacking at all on those dank memes. I mean, we got some great ones like our Lord and Savior Harambe. What would we have done without that one? I mean, let's just all take a second. And also at the same time, the death of our friend Pepe the Frog, because now that's a hate symbol associated with the KKK. Don't know where that came from or something like that. Poor Pepe. He didn't ask for this. He didn't die for this. But I wouldn't necessarily say some of them are memes, maybe more as trends, but stuff like the freaking the dab stuff. I wasn't into that one. That one didn't catch on to me. You know what I'm saying? Col Smith wants to know, what is the best Christmas gift you have received? Hey, whoa, come on, man. Col Smith wants to know, what is the best Christmas gift I have received and the best one I have given? The best one I have received, I mean, I've loved several gifts across different things for various reasons, whether it was one I really wanted or one I thought was really thoughtful. But I think the ones that will always be like the most hype for me were things like the old Game Boy Color, the SP, the DS, anything that involved that in Pokemon. More specifically, probably the original Game Boy and the Color, because that was first when I got into my love affair with Pokemon and all that nonsense. So I think we already had Game Boys by the time I started playing, so I think Game Boy Color was the first one I received myself. It was a purple one. I remember it just like it was yesterday. It was wonderful. So, gonna go with Game Boy Color. And the best one I've given, I don't know if I can come up with one, because I can think of sometimes I've given somebody a gift or something that I thought I did a really good job on outside of Christmas. I've done some decent Christmas gifts, And I feel like I do my best to make them personalized, which is what I always advocate for. It doesn't matter the price tag or anything, as long as it's personalized, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know about the best one I've given. I know it's a horrible cop-out, but I can't think of one to say. eBear wants to know, on a scale of 1 to 17, how Jewish am I? Well, I'm not sure, but perhaps the internet can tell us. Okay, so I have found this very legit test that will let me know whether or not I'm Jewish. What is my age? I am 18 to 24 years old. What is my gender? I am male. How many gods does the religion of Judaism have? I'm gonna say 1. When is the date of Hanukkah? I'm gonna say the 5th of Adar. I feel like I'm in school again, just trying to give my best. It's between these two, and I feel like 25th of Kislev is too gimmicky. That feels just like Christmas. So I'm gonna say the 5th of Adar. Who was the first followers of Judaism? Ooh, okay. Adam and Eve. I don't know. Is that a Christianity thing or that? I don't know. We're gonna go Adam and Eve. How many days after your birth is a Jewish boy's bride? 8 days after birth. How many days are in between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur? 10 days, Bob. When was Israel declared a country? 1948. Boss, what 2 colors are on the Israeli flag? Blue and white. Blue and white. Oh, there it is. What does a Jewish person mean when they say they are sitting Shiva? They just bought a couch from the popular Israeli furniture store. Of course. How many books of Moses are there? 7. What was the sport that Israel... I don't think I'm very Jewish, guys. Well, I guess that quiz was right because it told me what I knew. I'm not Jewish. Tom H wants to know, where will the fruit be off for the holidays? Well, as of the time of this recording, I'm at my family's place for the holidays, taking like a week break, so I had to do all these videos ahead of time. So I've been gone, but you haven't even known. It's like I'm still here with you. Because I am. I'm right here. Hey, hi, hello. At least at the time of this recording. Point is, yeah, I'm headed down to just spend the time with my families, my parentals, not too far away, a couple hours away. And it should be a nice holidays, just spending it with the family. Let me know what you guys are doing for the holidays in the comments down below, whether you've already done them or will be doing them. And I want to thank all of you for watching this very special edition of Ask Fruit. Hopefully we'll keep some of these up furthermore and more frequently into the new year. But I just wanted to wish you all a very happy holidays and a big thank you from me, because you guys give me the best gift that there is for Christmas, or anything really, the best gift of all, and that's you. You give me your time, you give me your loyalty, you give me your freedom, because I own you. No, I'm just kidding. You guys give me a lot of stuff though. You guys are why I can be here, so I'm the most blessed, and I thank you all for that wonderful gift. You're a beautiful human being, and not enough people tell you that. So have yourselves a fantastic day. I'll talk to you in the next one. Farewell. I was gonna do like a ho 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 and farewell, Merry, have a great night. I don't know. This thing is so itchy though.